So the story pretty much is very beginning of the game. This dude just like hangs himself, and he sends this guy a letter before he hangs himself. He's like an old friend. So this guy comes to his house to discover like why he sent him the letter and what's happened to him. And he kind of pretty much discovers that the guy went pretty much insane. Like his wife died, and he drove away his servants and shit, and he hung himself. And the guy left him another letter by the end of that. That was episode 1. Told him to go back to their boarding school when they were young. And so he goes there and investigates it, and it's turned into like a sickness care place. And he finds out that the person who used to teach him, some like father pretty much, is still there, and he's kind of went insane. And he found out that, or he remembered that him and a group of other people, 4 people, and the priest, this was like a really religious boarding school too, started looking into like philosophy and like otherworldly shit. And so they all took some kind of drug or some kind of like weird thing, and I guess they saw some kind of like, I don't know, some raven god evil thing. And so I don't know exactly what's up, but essentially I guess I don't know if they're being hunted, they're cursed, they've just kind of been touched by it. So anyways, the priest fucking lights himself on fire, and this other guy who you thought was just a normal dude comes in and like beats you with the hammer. And so he kind of like buries you alive, you think, but then you wake up and break out of the coffin somewhere in like some slum in London. And so here a bunch of weird shit starts happening. You're following around some pretty much like wraith dude, and he's leading you through some weird fog, and there's this chick who turns into like a tree, and there's all this funky shit, and you're getting spooked more, and I feel like just more like weird psychological shit starting to happen. And so he's just essentially like, I don't know. We don't know what he's really up to right now. A psychiatrist and who else was it? Some guy who obviously knows something, who's talking to a psychiatrist behind his back. Is they're kind of like watching him and shit. But this should tell you about the last episode. Oh yeah, and at the very end he ends up at like some weird cult thing. And like puts on this fucking puts on the cult outfit. Yeah, the bird's the weird thing they saw. So I don't know if it's some Antichrist thing they were doing or what, but the game's actually a lot spookier than most of the shit we've been playing for such a simple art style. It's pretty good. There's some jump scares for sure, and it's a fun point and click. Oh, we're playing as this guy. I'm gonna torture him or something. Oh, they're wearing the cultist outfits. If our dude's turning a bad guy or what, man? And the music's pretty good in the game too. The sound overall is nice. It's all good. I don't know. I usually give it like a week silent. It's definitely a while though, but it could just be a thing in the mail. I mean, technically, it's only like 2 extra days because Sunday there was nothing. This reminds me of Twin Peaks. Fucking, what was it called? The Black Lodge? Yeah, that's what it was. So this is a psychiatrist on the left, and the guy who is kind of above the psychiatrist. We don't really know what he's playing, but he knows about our character. The Massacre of St. Gall. The most tragic event in human history. Macabre. So we're playing as him? So the nuns unearthed him. So he did get buried alive. And what the hell's going on now? Maybe it's all psychological. But the game has good atmosphere, man. There's cool areas and lighting and shit. I mean, obviously it's got a simple style, but they really make it work with the horror. Oh, the simplicity of it honestly gives it a little bit of a cool feel. I think that was kind of the point. One thing that sucks about sitting here doing a point and click is having to have my fucking mouse, my hammer and wrist on this fucking table for this long is bad. I wish it was a little lower. Oh, so we're playing as the main guy. It's latched. So I don't know if the season 2 is like a different game entirely, or if it links to the story. Might link. We'll see. So we're in a mansion this time again. Cool. One of the hands is missing. I just really like the vibe of the game. It's got some good spooks too, man. But it's not all just like jump scares and shit. Which is nice. So we're gonna need another lantern, man. Oh, there we go. Mr. Dupre. There's an everlasting stupor. Huh. Is this locked or can I go in? You know the celly's gonna be spooky. We'll go out there after we've checked this. Oh, well, really? Cat. A grave. So we need to dig this up. Alright. You know, like those 8-bit paintings they have in games and stuff. Like, I think Minecraft had them. Shit, this game just reminds me of like a big one of those. Where they take like famous paintings and then like turn them down to like some like ultra retro style. A lot like that. Door's latched from the outside. Probably because it's keeping something in, dude. Its head is missing. A jar of oil. Surprised we didn't get fucking spooked in there, dude. What the hell? It's a dead deer. What be flying around out here, man? Is there anything really to do with this deer, though? I don't think I'd want to be out here, man. Easier to kill a fucking deer than a human. Hoot hoot. Hoot hoot, my boys. Alright. Did we already check everything over here? I'll double check. One of them is still warm. Okay. Anything else going on over here? Not looking like it. Oh, if you want a gist of what this game's like, just go to the very beginning of the stream. And I go for like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes explaining the story. Love the feel of fresh bed sheets. I haven't actually slept under my covers in like consistently in like 5 or 6 years. I just use really big ass blankets, just like random blankets. But fresh blankets and sheets are good, man. I like the flannel ones though. The silky ones are okay, but I like flannel sheets, man. The softer ones. Just kind of listen at the start, okay. Yeah. I can always go through everything. I don't mind. I'd rather everybody enjoy it. There are jump scares, for sure. This game's spookier than most of the ones we've played. In a good way. Subwardian? How are you doing, dude? The dude. But if there were footsteps, then why the hell... This dude doesn't... He's not walking around a whole lot, man. The view reminds me of some Black Lodge shit, man. We'll see. Yeah, I had Safelight come out and fix my window like 250 not too long ago. But mine's like an old H3 window, so it was only a side window and it cost that much. Fucking rope him up. Thought he was looking out the window, maybe. Well, it seems like everybody he fucking knew from when he was a kid lost their fucking minds, man. That's at 11:15. Trying to remember this, boys. Once we find some clock pieces, we can use this maybe. Well, if you have a little tiny crack on your windshield, like the cold and all that makes it become a huge crack. So if she had even like a small one, it just makes it worse. So maybe she had a little something you couldn't see, like a little pebble hit it. That's what happened to mine. My front one, I got that replaced too. It's just like a micro crack. It wasn't even like that big, and then it turned into like the full fucking window. A large iron hook. And a diary. Micro crack aggressions. I expected something like this, but... Sculptures in the basement. Alright, so we got a rope and a hook. You too bad, Rev. Just shot. All of a sudden shot way the fuck up. Just like you've gotten some popularity, or they fixed it finally for people, maybe? I got a comment on one of my videos. It was, how are you going to skip the unlimited Blade Works route? When I played the game, you had to play through each route to get to the next. Couldn't tell if it was a dude being a fucking dick or just curious, so I just replied nicely. I need to put out some more content and be done Be done with it. My brother, educate yourself, man. Yeah, it's hard to tell because I'm so. I look at YouTube comments through like a fucking like glasses of like, you know, like hate. Like I feel like they're always gonna be retarded as fuck. So I just assume, but I was gonna be nice. It's weird. Wonder why it increased so much. Maybe because people are going away from YouTube a bit. I'd be like, we can spray a little dough. Let me just take this fucking light bulb, really? Cyanide. Perfect. Yeah, I need to put out the rest of my shit so I can have it working. So right now my channel consists of a couple random games and like 500 videos of Yakuza. I got one more Yakuza video to cut, but... Ah... Oh yeah, I'm the Yakuza man right now. Since I'm playing all these new games really late, it's like I've kind of missed the boat on a lot of them, but it's whatever. I don't care that much. Yeah, local white boy joins Yakuza. Comfiness levels rise 100%. So what did it say again? Pouring upon the plate 1 ounce of vitriol and then 5 or 6 drops of cyanide. And then what? Okay. So this is for like photos? Yeah, I heard the last store was pretty decent. It's kind of Amatsu music, doesn't it? I have the soundtrack at least. It's good. A bust with his face turned around. Large envelope of black felt. Do not open it under white light. Okay. What does white light mean? Maybe it means like red light. Like we have to replace the other light bulb. We'll look through the whole house, and if I can't find anything, we'll just open it. Like, fuck it. No clue about the music. The various elements are neat. Cool, cool. 1 sec, I'm gonna mute this. Okay. So what is he trying to do? I don't think it's simple picture taking. Maybe though. The cuckoo clock mechanism is modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. Quarter past 6. Okay. I don't know if you consider this white light. I guess it needs to be like, without a doubt, not normal light. I mean, this is like yellow light, dude. I don't know. Laudanum? Wasn't that what they used in Amnesia or whatever for the insanity? He must have taken a lot of it. Let's go take this hook to the well. Opium-based pain medicine. Thank you, Dr. Klitzen. A small bird of brass. Okay. Maybe in a dark room. I don't have any kind of red light. And I can see. I probably have to wrap it in something. But what? I don't know. There's something inside. Like a hammer? Oops. Suitable place to work. So we gotta get the light bulb going first. Okay, they don't even let you do it then. So how can we make this light bulb red? So itchy ear. So we can go back outside. What was this again? Figure of an angel facing the wall. Need to figure out how to blow open this bird too. I feel like there's somebody else here. It's kind of odd that we heard footsteps and this dude's like a zombie. There's like warm tea and shit. But where are they? And are we going to get fucked? The key, branches. We can't dig up the grave without something. We're missing the key. The one key. Start our domino effect here. So we could go back in here. Don't see anything. I gotta cover the light bulb in blood. Oh. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Doesn't get as weird as the dying crow in our inventory in the first episode, though. Manafort and Rick Gate. I don't know anything about them. Man. You speaking speaking an arcane language to me right now. What happened? Alright, let's go ahead and get this shit started. Will that work? Just like wrapping or dousing something in blood? Maybe. That's a suitable place to work. Oh. Anthony and Alexander and some weird fucker behind them. The hell are these people? Get the fuck away from me. I don't want to look at this picture anymore. Oh, that's these people. Spooky. Trump's campaign at the time he was campaigning for president. Mueller is leading the fluctuation to Manafort and Gates were laundering money from 2010 through 2016. Pro-Russian Ukrainians allied with Putin. Shit, man. So they're actually trying to like link that back to Trump, or is it like their own deal? Maybe I can show this guy the picture. The fuck? The bird awaits. Seems to be lacking air. I'm guessing this extra person is here. Was it 6:15 we needed? Something like that. Oh wait, everything was changed. So it would be... Let me go up and check that. I mean, I could try that. Like, what was that? 9:30? It was 12:30. You're surrounding yourself? Yeah, that's pretty intense, man. There it is. I mean, there's only so many options, right? I mean, 6 and 15, they're on the same little, like, 90-degree axis or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's like, there's only 3 combinations per direction, so there's like, what, 12 total? Put the hour on one of the fucking 4 numbers and then try the fucking 3 around it. Kind of mechanism. It goes fucking deep. I mean, who can say that for a ton of lucrative sketchy over leverage? I don't know, man. Even if it doesn't link to him, it's not gonna look good for him anyways. Because people are gonna be like, shows how much he's like looking into his employees. Kind of shit. Don't know. So what activated? What does this mean? Has this changed? Oh, it's at 6:15 now. We'll see, man. I'll keep my expectations in check, but could easily turn into some crazy shit, man. The Cuckoo Boys. Xylothel. Key. Uh-oh. I feel like this dude's gonna be dead next time we see him, if we see him again. Right now we gotta go into the fucking cellar. I'm sure that'll be not spooky. Fuck! A dusty carpet. The serum. Oh yeah, and how they saw the weird Raven God thing, they used some like drug. That's what he's talking about. Somebody's been doing some testing. Looks like there's something back there. I'm not seeing anything in here. I wonder if it's gonna be one of those spooks where you fucking walk backwards the way you came and there's some fucking shit there. Could be. And there's most definitely something over there, but we can't interact with it yet. What is this? Oh, a shovel. Let's go fucking dig up some graves. Oh, this will be fucking great. Almost rusted lock. The creature is not even a human, dude. Hoopo. I'm expecting a jump as we leave this note. Prepare yourselves, man. You never know. It's happened before. So they're trying to recreate the serum they used to see into the beyond. Old Mike. Maybe he mutated some dude when he was testing the serums. canvas. Where would we use this? Wish I had a flat surface on the arm of my chair. Like I can kind of... Oh, that dude's fucking dead as fuck. He's fucking dead! People do get fucked in this shit. Had nuns like go drown themselves. Fucking A, we've morphined a few people. Out of mercy. A good old summer triangle, man. Whoa, shit. The professor. A lens mounted in a ring. Maybe they are summoning Pennywise, man. You randomly see the eye, like the raven and shit all the time. There was a scene yesterday where you're looking through a keyhole and there's like nothing, then you look back through it and it's like, some like raven eye thing going on. It's pretty cool. Do we need to mount this to something? Yeah, my mouse pad's just like shit. I need to get like a new one. It's doing point and clicks. Like my table over here is just high enough where like it digs into my wrist. It's kind of fucking annoying. But trying to play on the side of your fucking your arm on your armchair is like impossible. Like, this will be me trying to do it. Like, I guess I can move around this way, but it's pretty jank. Like I can't do that. So what is this constellation map? I mean, I assume we look at the constellation map through the crystal, but I don't really get how. I don't see any like way to look at the stars. I don't remember anything down in the room either. And we tried this, right? Yeah. Maybe we need to go out. Or we can actually see some stars. Put it in deer blood. So we go back into the cellar. Maybe something's changed. What was that he says? It's the turn the fuck around and never come back. Warning. One of these statues, man. I'm calling it. This is new. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Great. I feel like maybe he was testing on people. And so it's like fucking twisted dudes or something. Oh no. Oh. This looks like prime material, jump scare material there. What was it like again? We're looking for a specific triangle. Oh, the summer triangle. Okay. I don't remember how it looked. It's very hard when I can't just see it. I need to follow the lines, I guess. Prepare to get jumpy, man. Oof. Surprised I didn't do it, man. Okay. I don't remember what they were. I was too focused on getting jump boyed. Okay. What do we got? What are you going in, bro? Mamma mia! Wasn't this guy in a wheelchair? No shit. Just fuck my shit up sometime. Oh, he's taking the drugs. The let's go to hell drugs. Don't look into the light. Oh man, summon fucking Satan. Good thing we happened to miss that letter. Our boy just fucking going in, man. I guess in the second game we'll tie in quite directly. Season 2. Whoa. Let's play these extras first. What are these? These like just little short stories, man? Seems like it. They can't be very long, since that would be like... I mean, each episode's like maybe an hour, a little more. These are just like fun extras in the room. Okay. The water pressure valve. Oh, it's a person. Oh, he's like one of these guys. They call these guys get corner? That kind of thing. File the medical report. Wonder if this is the guy that lit himself on fire earlier. Sharper blade. Now people make a lot of their sound effects like this. And these are some of the names of the people in the main story. Ernest, Jeremiah, Alexander. Oh, so these are very short things. Okay. Little extras. "14 innocent and sick people. Hang them to death, man." I'm not mad. Oh, so Baldwin actually is getting tried for murder. Oh, I dropped 2,000 frames not too long ago. Great. Just quick 2,000. Seems like the internet's still shit. Good. I'm really glad. I'm really happy. Internet is going the way of the 6 months ago, it feels like. So Baldwin was this guy. He was, I don't know, the caretaker of the grounds, essentially, at the boarding school in episode 2. And I guess he was, like, obsessed, love-wise, with a lot of corpses and shit. And he killed a lot of the patients or buried them alive and shit. That's what happened to the main character during that part. I guess he got actually killed for it, so... Who is this? This is one of the chicks who was asleep, one of the sick asleep people. This is at the school, which became more of a sick person's place. Tell me about the priest. The novelist. This reminds me of what we saw in the 3rd episode. That's pretty much what it all looked like before nighttime, I thought. There's a boy who wouldn't talk, carriage. I'm guessing these other things were there. Not as grotesque as she was painting it, but similar. Oh, the fortune-telling lady. I remember her. The veiled person holding a lamp. The main character. It's probably the fucking crazy bird god, man. Spooky. Well, seems real enough to me, man. This is the guy who hung himself at the very beginning of the game. So he hadn't lived with his parents in a long time. It's cool to get a little deeper into some of the side stories. Or just the other characters. Tie a couple knots. Oh, they're good now? What's in the book log? Don't give that shit to your son, man. Let him live a fucking life. Wonder if these people will be in the next one then. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Might as well. This might be super loud, so let me mute you guys. Let me take off my fucking headset. Oh good, this one has a adjust at the beginning. I wonder if I could do controller. I'd prefer that. I know it's like mouse and keyboard would be the best for this, right? Like just mouse, but I'm not gonna lie to you boys. It's my wrist is dying. I could just play this on like, you know, on the other seat, but I'm not switching everything just for that. And I don't care the speed that I'm moving this shit around. Point and clicks make more sense on mouse and keyboards. Oh, dropping some frames. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm fucking our internet's just shitting again. I feel like we're gonna have to call them. Looks like my stream's about to die. I'm just dropping like everything. Luckily nothing's happening right now, so I can just keep going. But it's pretty annoying, dude. Definitely reminiscent of the past. Oh, do we actually like move around in this one maybe? Fire. Huh? Does this game have like different movement and shit? Well, I'll set this up. Stream's dying while I set it up, but not really a big deal until we actually get started. I mean, it's like dead. Like, I'm losing thousands of frames. Steam's having a fucking heart attack. Maybe this one's not as point and click or something. Is it jump button?